there we go. Awesome. Well, welcome. It's 10 o'clock. I guess we can come hang out. Oh, yeah. Riley and Maddie are coming. Okay. I will introduce you. And then you can talk about yourself. Okay. So I took it. So some of you guys have worked with Hannah before. So yes. They had you last week, apparently. So, so is it Ranko or is it Ronco?
Rinko.
Ranko. Okay, cool. So this is Hannah. So she's a New England-based dancer, choreographer, and educator. She actually works at Endicott, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, she works at Endicott College. She got her bachelor's at Dean College. If you guys know Shannon, or if you guys have college, she's going to Dean College. So, so she dances, an NBA dancer, Boston Celtics. Oh gosh. Okay, so she has danced with artists such as Spose?
Yeah, Spose.
DJ Poole, Montel Jordan. Her work has been featured in Dance Complex Starlight Theater and Acadia Dance Festival. Hannah's also worked at in the concert dance hall, choreographers such as I'm going to butcher this because my name's butchered. Elena Verdin?
Oh yeah, Ilya Verdin.
So. She's also been a resident dancer in the Ballet Bloom Dance Company and by Rose Hutchins. So you guys can just sit and relax. Yes. So Hannah's gonna come talk to us. Yeah, right? Yes. I'll let her take it away. If you guys can hear her, you guys can.
Hi everyone. You can get a little closer too. Oh, I recognize some of you from class the other week. Yes. Okay. So I just wanted to start off by, I'm going to start off by running to get my laptop charger so it doesn't die right in the middle of me talking. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So I wanted to start off by just having you guys ask me questions about dancing after studio, because I grew up in a dance studio like you, and I always knew I wanted to be a professional dancer. And I was like, from a small town, I didn't know how I was going to do it, but it happened. And so I really believe that anyone who wants to have a future career in the arts can. I know you all are very young, and so you don't necessarily have to think about what you want to do when you grow up. But I wanted to answer some questions about how I got where I got, and school, college for dance, being an NBA dancer, anything like that. So if you have any questions, I would love to answer them now. Any questions?
I have one.
Yes.
Like, okay, how did you find these opportunities? Like, how did you find out, I guess, about dancing with these people, or how to begin even working with them?
Yes. So a lot of how I dance, I find opportunities is just by networking. And networking is a fancy term for making friends. So this is a really important skill to have even at your age, going to dance competitions, conventions, and just making sure we're nice to everyone. Maybe we meet new friends and we form connections, because in the future, that's how you can get jobs. So I got jobs through friends who knew friends who knew friends type of thing. Most of my jobs. And then some of my jobs I had to audition. But yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. Oh, I thought there was a question.
I think questions. Questions. I guess how often did you train, growing up?
So growing up, I actually only when I was your age, I only did 2 days a week. And then when I was in high school, I went to a different studio and I started training like every day and doing ballet every day. It was a ballet school. So that my senior year of high school, that's when I really started training. And then I went to college and that was also everyday type of situation. But when I was younger, only like a few classes a week, which surprises some people because sometimes we think that you have to be, well, when you're young, a lot of people train every day, but I didn't have the resources, but I still really wanted to be a dancer. So wherever you're at in your stage of dance, you can always make it work. Yeah. Any questions about being an MBA dancer? That's a fun job that I've done that often.
Yeah, they just won, right?
They just won.
Did you think that like going to clinics like benefited you? Because I know sometimes they'll have like pop-up clinics for like colleges and stuff like that.
Yes. Going to clinics, taking workshops. When I was in high school, I went to a commercial dance workshop, intensive, and that was really beneficial to me. Doing workshops like this, just talking to artists and all of that is really fun. Any other questions?
Yes, we got one back.
Woo! Finally, a question.
Okay. Did you like? I know you wanted to be a dancer when you were young. Did you ever like switch what you wanted to be and then go back to dance?
When I was like about 12, I was kind of hyper focused on dance and I obsessed over basically nothing else. And now as I'm getting older, I kind of switch between what I want to do within the arts. But for me personally, it was always kind of dance for me. But I know a lot of other people, it's not. Either one's okay. Yes.
What college did you go to?
I went to Dean College in Franklin, Massachusetts. Yeah. A lot of dancing.
You majored in dance, right?
Yeah, I got my BFA in dance.
Yeah, that's bachelor's in fine arts. That's 4 years. That's what they call it. So like a dance degree is like a bachelor's in fine arts, and you can get it either in like choreography, right, or like teaching and
Yeah.
pedagogy is basically just teaching.
Yeah, so you can do a lot with dance. People don't realize you can be an educator, you can teach, you can be a business owner, you can own a studio or a dance convention, you could be a professional dancer. You could do like admin type stuff. So there's a lot you can do with dance that goes beyond just dancing. But yeah, are there any other questions? I know my front girl, she's outgoing in class. You don't have any questions? So another thing that I do a lot now and when I was younger is I do auditions, virtually auditions. Has anyone ever been to a dance audition? Oh, we all have. Yeah. What are some things what are some things that intimidate you about a dance audition? What are some things you struggle with a dance audition? Yes.
They're just sometimes the dance teachers can like they don't need to look at you like intimidatingly, but like when they look at you, it's so intimidating, and you feel like
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else that you struggle with in a dance audition? Maybe picking up choreography quickly. That can always be a struggle for me because usually in an audition, it's like picking up choreography and you have to do it in like 10 minutes and it's so stressful. Anything else stressful about an audition? Well, it's okay. So, for auditions, I'll tell you one thing is the best thing to do is to do a lot of auditions. because the more you practice auditioning, the better you'll get at it and the more you'll be able to go into it like a class. That's the goal for me, is to just treat an audition like an opportunity to showcase yourself and take a class. Now, a lot of nowadays, especially after COVID, a lot of auditions are turning virtual. And so with virtual auditions, we have to do a thing called slating. At the beginning of every audition, I had to do this for my Celtics audition. I just submitted an audition for a commercial. I had to slate. And so what slating is, and I'm going to make you all do it. What slating is it is an industry term for just introducing yourself. And usually an audition will ask a few questions. So like for my Celtics audition, I had to slate my name, my age, where I'm from, and a fun fact about me. So that's what we're going to do. So one at a time, you're going to look at the camera straight on. You're going to say, I'll show you an example. I'll say, hello, my name is Hannah Ranko. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Augusta, Maine. And a fun fact about me is I am a published author. True fact. So take a second to think about your fun fact, and then we're going to go one at a time, and I'm going to make you slate. I know, and it might not be fun. That's the true thing. It might be terrifying. That's okay. I remember the first time I had to slate was at that intensive, that commercial dance intensive I was talking about, in a room full of like 50 kids, and they make you go one by one in the middle of the room. And it was awful. I'm naturally shy. And so I was like, no, I don't like this. And then eventually you get used to it. And it's just like putting on a character. You just get used to it. So who would like to go first? Slating.
I think you should go first now.
Just get it done with. It's just introducing yourself. You can't go wrong. Name, age, where you're from, fun fact.
My name is Alex. I'm 9 years old. I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire, and my fun fact is I've won 4 times improv battle.
See, that was great. And then as you get better, you can kind of be more confident. Because I know you can be confident. I saw you in class the other day. She was so confident. She was snapping, she was dancing. She was shaking it. So now next time you slate, you can translate that to saying your name. Good. Who's next?
I'm Lizzie. I'm from Hudson, New Hampshire. I'm 13, and I've only ever been to 2 studios out of 10 years of dancing.
Nice. Who's next?
I'm Katie Grace. I'm 14. I'm from Nashua, New Hampshire. And fun fact, I was born with a hole in my heart.
Nice. Who's next?
I'm Brooklyn. I am 11 years old.
Age.
I'm from Hudson, New Hampshire, and a fun fact about me is I've only been to one dance. I've only ever gone to one dance studio, and I've been dancing for 8 years.
Love it. Okay. Next up. Yes.
I live in a fun fact about me is I love to do crafts.
Love it. Okay. Looks like we have 2 more folks ready to go. Or is there someone in the corner I can't see? Oh, hi. Okay, let's do red.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm 13 years old, and I live in Hudson, New Hampshire. And a fun fact about me is I've been dancing since I was 1.
Wow. Little baby dancing. Love it. Okay. Pink top.
My name is Grace. I am 9 years old. I live in Nuremberg, and And a fun fact about me is I've been dancing since I was 2.
Awesome. Is there someone off screen that, okay, go for it.
My name is Ellie. I'm 13 years old. I'm from Billerica, Massachusetts. And a fun fact about me is alongside dancing for 11 years, I'm on my high school's varsity track team.
Wow. That must be a big, busy schedule. Okay. That was awesome. And you know what is funny? You all seemed so nervous, but when you all talked, you all sounded fine, you know? So I think a lot of the times we get so nervous about what are they going to think of me? What if I mess up? You're doing great. So now we know what slating is. And so if you ever have to do that in an audition, you'll be like, oh, Hannah taught me what this is. I can do this and I can do this confidently and with confidence. Any questions about that or auditions in general? Who is interested in auditioning or being a professional dancer in the future? Ooh, yes. There's room for everyone in dance, in the arts. So I definitely am an advocate for pursuing dance as a career. Any other questions? Well, I'll tell you about my big audition for Celtics, if you are curious, because that's like the most well-known job I've done. So I was a senior in college and they posted on their Instagram looking for Celtics dancers. And so the first round of the audition was a video round. So my friends and I went into the studio and we filmed an audition video and I slated just like we just did. And I did a combination. They'll ask you to choreograph a little combo and you're going to want to put your best skills in that combination to show your best work. And so I did that. And then I got a call back for an in-person audition. And in the in-person audition, we did across the floors, just leaps, turns, anything like that. And then we did, they played random music and we had to do improv, do it, or a solo, one at a time. And then we learned a combination in like 20 minutes and I had to perform it. And then after that round, I had to have a meeting with the director and she told me I was a Boston Celtics dancer. And it was really fun. So that's how it went. Yes. Question in the back. I'm so sorry. I can't hear you. I think it's too far away. I'm sorry. I can't hear you still. Sorry, it's okay.
She said, what is Celtics dancers?
Oh, okay. So Boston Celtics are a basketball team and they perform at this big arena in TD Garden. And the NBA, every team, there's a team in every city, every big city or state. They all have a professional dance team where you get paid to go to the games and dance routines and cheer on the team. So that's what a Celtics dancer is. It is a dancer for the Boston Celtics. Yeah, good question. Should have explained that to start with. Any other questions? Anyone interested in maybe going to college for dance in the future? I know y'all are so young, but yeah. Dean College is a great school option. Great. Well, there's no questions. We can do a warm-up. If you're looking to dance, we could dance a little for the next few minutes. Or you could keep talking about professional dance. Up to you.
what you guys think.
I have a question. What's everyone's favorite dance style? Like, what's your go-to dance style?
Jazz, musical theaters like jazz-ish, or like contemporary.
Contemporary, yeah, love it. Anyone else have a favorite? Yes.
Temporary.
Contemporary, yes.
Either like contemporary jazz or
Or acro, yes.
Classical jazz.
Yeah, love it. Anything else? Yes.
musical theater or jazz or contemporary.
Love it. Anyone else have a favorite style? Well, what's cool about dance is there is a lot of jobs, performing arts jobs, within every style that a lot of people don't know. You have NBA dancing, NFL cheerleading, that's like jazz, pom, hip hop. You have Broadway, any type of musical theater. I have a lot of friends who do cruise ships. So they dance on a cruise ship and they travel the world for free and they get paid and they eat food on the cruise ship. Amusement parks. There's a lot of different amusement parks, Disney World, Six Flags, anything like that. Cedar Point in Ohio has a good performance team. You can perform for an amusement park. You could do music videos. I've danced in a few music videos for artists. That's a lot of fun. You could be a backup dancer for artists. I've also done that. That's a lot of fun. And then you could go into contemporary world, which is a whole nother world, a concert dancer. So I've done that too. And you can dance for choreographers or dance, contemporary dance companies and do that. So there is a ton of options for every style of dance in the professional dance world that people don't realize. So a lot of people think, oh, professional dancing, you can only do so much, but there's actually a lot you can do with dancing, performance, and also just teaching and all of that. Great. Any other questions? Any question, no questions too silly. It can be the most random question, like what I ate for breakfast this morning. Yogurt.
Oh, we got one.
Yes.
What is your favorite style of dance?
Good question. Oh, that's so hard, right? I'm sure you all struggle with this question because I like all the styles for so many different reasons. I think my two favorite styles are hip hop and contemporary, which is a little silly because they're kind of opposite, but they also combine a little bit. Good. Any other questions? Yes.
What are like auditions like? Like
What are auditions like? That's a really good question. So auditions are really different. One really good thing about Dean College, if you pursue a college education, we would audition for every show, everything. So every semester we were looking at like 5 or 6 different auditions. Like we would audition a lot. And this got us practicing auditioning because it is very scary to go in and get a number. First off, you'll get a number usually, and you have to put it on your shirt, and then you'll go in and you'll have to warm yourself up. And there'll be a room full of dancers. I just recommend focusing on yourself, just getting your body ready. And then what the audition entails kind of depends, but usually you'll learn a combination very quickly. And then you'll go into groups by numbers. So usually it will be like 1 through 8, 8 through 16, And you have to really pay attention because I've been in auditions where they'll tell you if you don't get your number right, you're kicked out, which is very stressful. So you have to make sure you're in the right order. You know, if you're 7, you're not next to 2 over here. You have to be next to, in between 6 and 8. But we'll do combinations in groups. Sometimes we'll go across the floor. And sometimes there's a cut in the middle of the audition. And so they'll cut some dancers and some dancers will stay. It really just depends on the audition, but usually you'll learn a combination and then an across the floor, or across the floor and then a combination, maybe a freestyle section, stuff like that. Very typical to a dance class, just people watching you. That's a good question. Any other questions? Any final questions? Cool. Well, my biggest piece of advice is to just have fun and love what you do. I absolutely love dance. It is like my favorite thing in the world. It is my passion. And so it makes it easy to wake up every morning and work hard towards my goals when you love something. So I would say just do what you love, have fun. That's the most important thing. Yeah. Thank you all for joining me this morning. It was so lovely talking to you all.
Give Hannah a round of applause. Joining us.
Thank you again for accommodating me.
Oh yeah, totally fine. I get it. But yeah, I'll email you afterwards. But
Cool.
awesome.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the day, kiddos. Bye.